Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I just wanted to let you know that I'm gonna finish up these books on this video. I have one that I'm sewing together, which we'll do later. I'm gonna create a signature for this book and sew that together as well. But I wanted to see if I could create this kind of texture paper on my own. I don't know if you can really tell, it's got just a touch of glitter in it, just a super touch of glitter in it. What I did was I glued tissue paper onto some cardboard just to see if I can do this, if I can make this this mess look like this, but in lavenders. We're gonna do lavender and white. Actually, it's a violet, and I'm using Bombay India inks because they will dry a little bit shiny, which is pretty, and also waterproof. So if it does get wet, it won't bleed onto your hands or anything like that. If I used watercolor gouache or anything re-wettable, not acrylic gouache, you could use acrylic gouache if you wanted to, because it's a plastic based paint. Once it's dry, it's dry. It's just like acrylic paint. Acrylic gouache does not re-wet. So I have a little bit of Liquitex India ink. I have a spritzer. I have my lavender ink out. I'm gonna grab not that one. Let's grab this tall guy here. This is a synthetic brush. Just to push the ink and paint around. What I don't have is water to wash my brush. One sec. Another thing I could do, I just thought about, was these two are here to set these on once they are fully colored, because I want to color the inside edges as well. So I have my little dish of water. I can use watercolor. I would just have to maybe use Dorwin's wax or a matte medium finish to spray a finish on it so that it protects the watercolor. It just occurred to me. Which I do have spray somewhere. I don't feel like messing with that right now. I want to play with this for now. For now, I am this weekend going to experiment with a little bit of crinkle paper making. I'm going to gently, I don't want these too wet, dry, and then I don't have much of this white ink left. I'm just going to put a little bit down. And then a little bit of ink. I don't want to get too carried away with too much wetness right out of the gate. My voice is crazy because I am getting over another cold. I'll wet this brush and just kind of push the ink around and let it kind of mix on the paper. Oh, that's pretty. I thought the different colors of ink would make for an interesting cover. Don't go too far. Don't go too far. It's very textured. So that's why I was using the water. To kind of facilitate movement. Maybe. Now this is ink, so it's going to dry permanent. which is wonderful. Oh, that's kind of super pretty. Oh, I'm digging it. I'm going to dip right into there. And we'll go ahead and... Oh, that's kind of pretty. I'm digging it. Oh, 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 let's not get excited. Oh, that's nice. Alright. And the reason I booped right in there is because I can still see the brown bag, which I can let this dry and do another coat. I'm kind of liking the dark corner. So let's get too much weight on my... Boop. Kind of get right in there. Oh, that's kind of super pretty, right, guys? I dig that. I am digging it. Oh. Let's clean some of the white out of the brush. Pull that there and give it a little lean. It's traveling a bit. Oh, that's cool. I don't want to spritz it because I'm afraid it'll be too much, right? Give it a little encouragement. Don't be afeared. Let's not mess with it too much, right? I don't want to get too carried away. Alright, I'm gonna leave that one alone. Let's come over here and add a little water and move this guy around. Oops. That's on my table. Which is okay. I just go ahead and get this stuff really in there. Oh, this is fun. Fun and ooh. Let's encourage these to merge and move through there. Give it a little tip. Put that over there. Alright, yeah, this looks cool. Alright. Now, I am just experimenting and seeing what's willing to happen. I do need to get more white ink. Because I would like to do this with so many other colors. A little bit of splatter. Fun. Oh yeah. How fun is that? I wonder if this white will move a little bit. I want it to be quite that chunky right there. I don't mind it being white there, I just don't want it to be chunky. Ooh, whoopsie. See, we've got some movement happening. It's fun. Alright. Should we let those dry? See how dark and light they are? And this is a front back cover to a journal, so yeah, I'm kind of super digging this nebulous situation. I'm wondering, see here's where things get crazy. Just a smattering in the wet ink and see if it'll dry in there. Oh, didn't want quite that much on there. We can always cover that up with ink, but I wanted more of a glittery dusting than more of a sparkle than a kaplow into that wet ink. Alright, let's see how that does. Oh, I'm excited. I'm so excited. We'll see how this does here too. It's interesting, right? I threw my cap away to my white prematurely. I figured I would use all that pretty quickly. Maybe I should put a little bit of water in there and shake it up. Come on. Got a little super dry. It's very low. I used my other white all completely. I might have to go to... Well, no, I have white acrylic paint that I just got a little while ago that I can substitute for the white ink, maybe. I'm liking that. I don't know if I'm liking that. It's a little too white. I'll just kind of... give it a little tappy tap. And it did bow the book a little, the paper, the cardboard a little bit. I'm not too worried about that. Maybe take a heat tool to it. I don't think it'll hurt anything. Light it on fire. Kapow! Oh, the glitter. Oops. Oh, wow. Well. I'm so silly, it just occurred to me that I used glue to create these. I might be working that glue back up a little bit. That's okay though. Check it out. They're almost completely dry. Is the glitter going to fall off? Nope. How cool is that? Ah, I love it when a plan comes together. That's fantastic. Oh, look at that. Nice. Alright, so I am enthralled. Now my other thought is when I have a bunch of white, I'm gonna have so much fun experimenting this weekend. I have some white tissue paper that I was thinking of making crinkle paper out of, like faux rice paper, but it's super sturdy. And I might do this. Yeah, I'm digging this. I'm gonna see if I can. I'll go ahead and just do a little bit on this side as well. Reason being, I'm gonna put a backer, like a pretty plate on most of the inside of this, right? It's mostly going to be covered. But you want it to look like your paper wrapped around, so that's what this is about right here. Grab our paintbrush and just make sure we spread it around. Get in all the cracks, like that. Get all the edges. Don't have to go in all the way either. Just a quarter of an inch or so. Definitely want to make sure you get your edges though. Your little edges so that it looks all uniform and pretty and put together. Sorry. This cough, I tell you what, I feel like every time I get sick, the cough lasts a little bit longer with each go around of illness, and I've about had all I can take. It'll get better when I'm not living here and I'm not around little ones who are sick regularly. Hopefully, she says with a twinge of oh. Fun. This is so much fun. So, my inspiration, right? I bought this paper at Michael's craft store, and I actually found these little bowls too. These little bowls at Michael's. They're shaped like little tulips, and they have little ridges that perfectly hold your paintbrush. But yeah, I found this at either Michael's or Joann's, and I thought it was the prettiest paper, and so just a touch of sparkle. I just love it. And I thought, I wonder, because I can't find that color anywhere else, not even at Michael's. It's probably seasonal. Look at that. Look at that. How I can't even. It's just so great. It's so great. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And I have the perfect paper for the interior. Oh, I can't wait. Alright, so I will be making more of these in different sizes, of course. This bookmaking thing, rabbit hole. Just falling down the rabbit hole, chaos and mayhem, all kinds of crafty stuff happening. Yeah, very, very happy with the whole creative process. And I also have a different way to make my my Christmas ornaments, which just occurred to me when I was doing this stuff. So something I'm going to have to think on and make a couple mock-up pieces and see if I like it and get you guys' opinions. At any rate, I'm going to pause here. I'm going to go take my shower and pull out that book that I need to stitch together, because we're going to do that in this video as well. And then we may or may not stitch these two together as well. I need to create signatures for both of them. But yeah, I'll be right back. Hi guys, welcome back. Now you'll notice at the beginning of this video, I had a bad cold. And now I don't, because I went to this, as you probably well know, I went to the doctor and got medicine. So I went ahead and finished these books. Now you'll recognize this paper, right? And this paper that I made. This is paper that I bought, and this is paper that I bought. I loved this texturing and the fact that it had just a skosh of glitter in it. This has just a hint of glitter, and I really love that. I think it gives it a really cool feeling. Now, I did different stitches on these for different reasons. This is, I went ahead and put the signatures in and did this really pretty stitching here in white, which overlaps a little bit on the binding, which I don't mind. I really kind of like that. And this is full of 140-pound cold press watercolor paper. So this is a watercolor booklet for whoever created a little pocket here to tuck paper into. Beautiful interior papers. Just lovely, right? Super lovely. Where's my ruler? I guess I could use this guy. Okay, well, I could use this guy, right? This is your 6 inches. Yeah, this is a 6-inch ruler from here to here. So this is about 6.5 inches long and about 4.5 wide. So same here, about 6.5 by 4.5 roughly. And this one is smaller, obviously. They're different sizes because I had different sizes of cardboard cuts for the interiors of my covers. So this one is a little under 6, just by a skosh, and is 4 inches wide. So cute, 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 right? And each one is about almost an inch wide. Yeah. Almost. This one's 3/4. This one is a little over 3/4, and this one is an inch. So varies by stitch, varies by size, everything varies. So went ahead and stitched these together yesterday because I've been meaning to finish this video, just finish it already. Really love this paper. Decided to try and create my own version and am in love with how it turned out. The glitter in the paint and that it doesn't come off. Let me find a super glittery spot right here. See if I can get it to catch up right there. None of the glitter is coming off of this. There's a big old glob of it right here, and it's not going to come off. And I just love that. I want to do one with more glitter. But this is tissue paper and cardboard glued and then painted on top. Now the next time I try this, I'm going to go ahead and use, instead of glue, I'm going to use acrylic medium because it's a plastic, and when it dries, it's dry for life. And that's fluid matte medium and acrylic paint or acrylic inks. So this, we don't have to worry. If I get this wet, which I can show you right now, if I get this wet, it's not going to lift that color at all. See? Not at all. We do not have to worry about it lifting that color, which is so nice when you are out and about with your journal, your watercolor journal, or you're using it and you get your hands damp or wet, whatever the case may be. So For this, I created a little paper binding, and I used a three-hole pamphlet stitch, which you know is a little off, but still looks really nice. Given that this is one of my very first attempts at doing this, I think I'm doing all right. Pretty paper on the inside, and then a little bit more of the binding, and once again, 140-pound cold pressed watercolor paper sewn in. Each signature is sewn in. And for this book, I have 1, 2, 3. So that's 6 pages, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signatures, so 30 pages. If you're going to do front and back, of course, that pops it up to 60, which is nice. And this, yeah, so that's this guy. What do you think? Super cute, right? And then this guy, I went ahead and, as you know, there's a pocket here, which you could stick paper or bookmark, whatever you wanted. And then sewn in signatures. Each signature is sewn. There's a little space in this one because there's no binding, and you can only sew it so this one's a little loosey-goosey, a little play in it, but still worth using, right? I like it. I like it a lot. And then this one I created, once again, I used the same paper for the cover, and I folded it up on itself a couple times to make it a little dense, to give us a little sturdiness in our book. And I went ahead and used a peachy thread. And this is a piece of free printable paper that I distorted the pattern on. It's a floral, obviously, pattern, but I distorted it by expanding the paper. I'm going to go ahead and decorate the cover of this one. This one also has a pocket, beautiful interior paper, and this matching this helps pull this paper. It all pulls together. And then each signature is 3 or 4? 3. So again, we have 3 sheets of paper, 6 pages by 5 signatures, so 30 individual pages, or 60 if you do front and back, once again. And then hand stitched and sewn, and I just love how, and see, even these have a little space between the signatures, and that is part and parcel with handmade books that are hand stitched like this. I probably won't ever get them to be flush without glue, and I didn't want to glue these. So this is what it looks like so far. These are the books so far. I am going to decorate the cover of this one. I'm thinking about doing, actually I can show you what I'm thinking about doing for this one. Not gold and not brown. I'm thinking actually of taking this black. Oh, I hope this doesn't ruin it. And just, yeah, see, that adds just a glorious dimension, right, to the cover, like that. See, which is something I did on my watercolor journal that I made. So if you next month join me for World Watercolor Month, there'll be a watercolor video a day. Working on them right now. Oh, that looks amazing. Look at that. So we went from this, which is beautiful, to this, which is so much more fun. So fun. I'm going to carry it over the edge and onto our pocket. Like that. Fun. That gives her a pocket. Sorry. There we go. Just a little tease. Don't want to touch my watercolor paper, right? And probably not an ideal time to mess with the cover of a book, right? Is after the pages are already sewn in. Given it takes some time for this stuff to dry. Yeah, so I'm gonna give that a few minutes to dry. And come back and do the back. Because I love this look. Look at that. I love that look. It's amazing. Can't wait to do more of these. I'm very excited about it. This video is long enough for a weekend impromptu bookmaking video. I'm very happy with how these turned out. I'm super happy to not be sick anymore. As you know, if you've been here for a minute, I've been well for a while now. A couple weeks. Thankfully, I got health insurance and went to the doctor, right? So I was bugging some of you guys with my sniffing and coughing all the time. But look at that. Ah, so nice. So nice. My instinct is to go over this with a little bit of acrylic fluid medium and add a little more glitter. I'm not going to, but that's my instinct. Because more is more. Or more is chaos. More is more. More is fun. More, yeah, just more is more. So I'm going to go ahead and touch the interior right like that, right? Because we want it to feel cohesive. That's good. And then this edge, right? And then kind of wrap it around and come in and do a little... Sorry, I wasn't on camera. I know I wasn't. Look at all that texture. It's glorious. I got some ink on my white stitching, so I'll put ink on the white stitching on the front as well. Look at that. Fantastic. And you can get as carried away with this as you want. I mean, I wouldn't recommend getting too carried away, but yeah, that kind of softens that white on the front here. And then we can get those corners scrunched up a bit more. Like that. Ah, fabulous. Alright, let me know what you think in the comments below, you guys. Did the black make this better? Do you like the purple? Or the pink? This pink rose situation? This one, I'm thinking, I'll show you real quick, of taking elements, because I have that noise you hear is my foot massager. All these cute elements, right? And embellishing the book a bit. Not a lot, but a bit. Oh, and of course, the minute I say something about my foot massager, it stops. We've got all these, oh, these gorgeous windows. Maybe something simple like that glued on. Or the white is stark, I know. Maybe a window. What else do I have in here? There's a gate. This is a gate as well. Something. maybe something, ooh, that's pretty, like this. We could even wrap it around the edge. There's these guys, which are pretty. Let me think here real quick. No. Oh, there's a little gate. And then we could stack these up and move them out of the way here. I really like this. Isn't that pretty? It's cream colored though. Alright. So let's see. Could snip this one in half. Just cut it in half and put it on either side of like a little doorway. See? Little doorway. Pull it down to about there. Then put like half of it here and half of it there. With this one, do the same thing. Put it here. Make a little decorative wraparound piece there. Put a piece here. Cute. Kind of like that idea. Okay. Let's do that. But what doorway do we like better? I like the smaller. I think I might like the smaller one. Or the taller one. Kind of liking this combo. Okay. Decision made. And then, I mean, you can go ahead and do all kinds of different embellishments. I've got all kinds of like windows and doors and treatments from my scrapbooking box. You can just put a little window on there. Oh, something like this would be pretty. Something along those lines. Or you could do a little window frame. Little frames. I have tons of these. Different sizes, of course. These are gorgeous glitter butterflies. Those are like different altogether. And then just go ahead real quick like. Oops, forgot about those guys. Well, the best way to glue these on is to use the glue stick, which is not going to last forever. So if you're worried about that, you can go ahead and use one of these glues and lay it down on a piece of like scrap paper. I'll just show you. This is something that I've done in the past. Get some, and it can just be Elmer's glue as well. It doesn't have to be your more expensive glue. And just go ahead and put a glob down like that. Put your cap back on. Grab a touch of water and spread it out like that. And take your very delicate piece. Make sure you get glue everywhere. Peel it up like that. There we go. And find your center-ish part and gently press it down. And as well, the glue does dry clear, so you don't have to worry about that. You do have to worry about making sure it's pressed down. You don't have any wrinkles or bubbles. That's a factor. Go ahead and spread some glue around on top. that. Get it nice and pressed down and then leave it alone. I kind of prefer to use the glue stick because it just goes down so much nicer and smoother. I'm not terribly worried about the there we go. Now and I'm going to put the high part next to the door, and then I'm going to wrap this one around the edge. Am I? So I'm going to cut that off. We'll cut it off after the fact though. So I'm going to take my glue stick, and this is purple, so you don't have to worry about did I get the whole thing? Did I not? Because you can see right away that you did. Because it's purple. Gently pull it up. Press it down. And I'm just tapping it in. Tapping it down so all the little elements are actually attached and pressed in. Like that. See? Cute. Cute. And then this excess, I'm just gonna put that blade there. Press that down. Perfect. And this guy's gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and get our glue on the whole piece. Tap and twist gently. Some of these papers are very delicate, which was, it kind of makes them hard to glue down. But if you're gentle and mindful, go ahead and place it down. There we go. Give it a little push, tap, tap, tap. A gentle push into the paper. And anywhere where you're feeling like you should put a little more glue, don't be afraid to put a little more glue down. This is gonna dry clear, you guys. It's gonna dry clear. You're not even gonna see it, which is great. And then we'll take this side. And snip it off. There we go. Cute. Cute, cute. Oh, see, simple, sweet and simple. Isn't that pretty? You could put other elements on if you wanted to. Different kinds of embellishments. I'm going to leave it sweet and simple. Oftentimes, sweet and simple is the best route. Especially if you're selling this kind of stuff. You don't want to throw too much of your own personality into this kind of thing. Leave some of it to the person that's going to eventually own the book. And yeah, let them decide, right? So all this purple is going to disappear. It's going to be completely white. And then isn't that going to be super cute on the cover? just super cute. And then with our little pocket and our, yeah, just, and these I usually, now my thought is to incorporate a bookmark with each one of these, but given that they're watercolor journals, I don't really use a bookmark in my watercolor journals. I just journal and I just use them. What are your thoughts? Would you like a handmade bookmark with your book? I mean, would you like something cute with your book? Something pretty? I don't know if I have any real purple. That one's kind of purpley. These cute little see, little cafe, something like that, or something like this. Maybe that guy because it's more matches. I've made a gazillion bookmarks, you guys, just because they're super fun to make. But ooh, that's pretty. I like that together. Maybe something a little less, something frilly with a little bit of lace for this one. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. Would you like a little bookmark with your tuck it in like that. Close that up. Yeah. Cute. This one doesn't have a pocket, but could always make a little pocket to slide it in right here. And then you'd get a little bookmark with your, a handmade bookmark with your watercolor journal. That book at the top. This guy could get tucked right here. Then you have a pretty little, yeah, so those are my thoughts. Anyway, let me know which one's your favorite. Let me know what you do and don't like about these watercolor journals. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Bye. Bye.